Well, hi, and welcome to the review of 2023. Yeah, I know, it's August 2024, so why would I'm just, bit of lazy, thrown in, and bit of busy, bit of both. Last year was an absolutely great year for me. Especially in terms of trips and road trips and events and car events I went to, and I just wanted to share with you. And so today we are gonna cover the first half of those trips and just follow along. We are starting at our second living room, so to speak, the Nürburgring. And let's get right to the first event of 2023, which was the NLS, Nürburgring Langstreckenserie, or Nürburgring Endurance Series in mid-March of 2023. GT3 Cup cars, lots of smaller cars, about 100 in total, 4 hours on the Nürburgring, including the famous Nordschleife. What's not to love? Which brings us to the second event of the year, the Technoklassiker in Essen. It's one of the, if not the biggest trade show for classic cars in the world, and it's been held every year for the past 30 years, I believe. You have everything from barely an old-timer, 25 to 30-year-old cars, up to pre-war old Bentleys and Mercedes. A few other halls are dedicated to memorabilia, art and spare parts. So this is an absolute staple for me every year and pretty much kicks off the season in classic car culture for me. And on to our third event, which was a new one for me. It's called the Grunewald Classics and is a small vintage car show on a small country estate not far from my home. I don't have any video footage, just as you can see a few photos running by. Event number 4. That brought me back to the Hockenheim Ring in southern Germany for the first time, I believe, since 2019. The event was a bit of a mixed bag. On the plus side was a great event. Lots of different historic cars, from Formula cars to touring cars. Loads and loads of people. I believe like 20 or 30,000 people on that day. And I got to bring my brand new Canon R8. Although only with the kit lens, so I took my old Canon M50 with me as well, which turned out to be, well, not such a good move, because on my way back to the car at the end of the event I actually lost the M50. But luckily for me, somebody actually found it, brought it to the organizers, and they sent it back to me after I called them up a couple of days later and sent it back to me by post. So I got the camera back, everything's fine, and I got, more importantly, I got the about 1,000 pictures back that were on the card. For the next event, I rented 2 lenses for my brand new camera, a 70 to 200mm f2.8 and a 85mm f1.4 prime lens. And let me tell you, I shot some of my best pictures of the whole year at that event, the Spa Classic in Spa-Francorchamps. Event number 6 was the third event in the same month, May, and it's the annual Nürburgring Classic. Lots and lots of classic cars, from Formula cars to touring cars, and it's a staple for me every year, so I'll be back in 2024 as well. number 7 brings us into June and brought me to a new track, which at least was new to me. Home of the Dutch Formula 1 Grand Prix and nestled into the dunes was the Zandvoort Historic. The weather was absolutely great. It was basically a beach day, but I didn't see much of the beach, although it was right next to the racetrack. But I did see plenty of racing of historic cars, especially my favorites, touring cars. The event was great, the venue is great, so I will be back in 2024. So this concludes part 1 of my review of 2023. Part 2 is in the works. Again, I said I'm kind of lazy, and will be out in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this, let me know in the comments which event was your favorite, which event you want to go to in the future. And, you know, do all the good stuff, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and stay tuned for more on this channel.